Dear students, today we are starting quadratic equations last exercise before problem set 2.6 word problems. Here equations are not given. We have to make equations after assuming the variables proper as variables we have to assume, and then we have to work it out. We have to form the equation and we have to solve also. The first question says this: product of Pragati's age 2 years ago and 3 years hence is 84. What's the question says? Pragati's age 2 years ago and 3 years hence. Product of the Pragati's age 2 years ago and 3 years hence is 84. Find the present age. Let us assume that this is solution part. We are solving solution. Let present age of Pragati be X years. Now age 2 years ago, age 2 years ago. Suppose your age is 10 years now. 2 years ago your age was, present age 10 minus 2 years, that is 8 years. 2 years ago your age was 8 years. Like that here, present age minus the difference, that is at years, that is age at that time we will get. So here 2 years ago age, 2 years ago age of Pragati is equal to present age minus 2, that much years. Now 3 years hence. 3 years hence. Hence means from now 3 years we have to go forward. Age 3 years hence. Present age plus that many years we have to go forward. So this much. Given product of age of Pragati 2 years ago and 3 years hence is 84. Product of these ages is 84. So according to data, what you are getting? Product of this is 84. X minus 2 into x plus 3 equal to 84. Now we take product. X into x, x square. X into plus 3, plus 3x. Minus 2 into x, minus 2x. Minus into plus minus, 2 3s are 6, minus 6. This plus 84 we take to left hand side, minus 84 equal to 0. Therefore x square plus 3x minus 2x is plus 1x. Minus 6 minus 84 minus 90 equal to 0. Now we have to factorize it. This 90 we have to factorize into two numbers. Product summation is 1. Difference is 1. We take 10 and 9, 90. 10 9s are 90. 10 minus 9 is plus 1. And it is plus 1 means plus 10 minus 9. So we factorize the middle term. Plus 1 becomes plus 10 plus 10x minus 9x minus this 90 equal to 0. We take x common factor out from these first two terms. So remaining x here plus 10. X coefficient minus 9 you take out. The same expression you write here. X plus 10 equal to 0. Check and see. Minus 9 into x. Yes. Minus into plus. Minus. 9 tens are 90. Now, this term is common factor. X plus 10 into this x minus 9 equal to 0. So the first factor is 0 or the second part. equal to 0. If it is true, x is equal to minus 10. What is x? X is present age of Pragati. Cannot be negative, you know. So we get answer from here part, this second part. So x is equal to 9. Therefore, age of a person cannot be negative, as age of Pragati cannot be negative. Present age of Pragati is 9. Present age of Pragati equal to 9 years. This is present age of Pragati. It's very simple question. Only thing you have to make the equation properly. Present age of Pragati is x years. 2 years ago, 2 years less. 3 years hence, 3 years more. Product is equal to 84. We simplify, we get this equation x square plus x minus 90 equal to 0. Factorize the middle term, plus 1. Product is minus 90. Product is minus 90. Addition is plus 1, that is here. Splitted the middle term, means factorized. Then we are getting x is equal to 9. Please do it, you can get it, it's easy. Now we do question number 2. Here, sum of squares of 2 consecutive even. Question is wrongly printed, we corrected. Even natural numbers. The sum of squares of 2 consecutive even natural numbers is 244. Find the numbers. We are solving. So solution. Let the 2 consecutive natural numbers be x and x plus 2. Let 2 consecutive even natural numbers be x and x plus 2. Even natural number is, suppose first number is 2, second number plus 2, 4 we are getting. If it is first number is 10, next even number 10 plus 2. Like that, first number plus second number we have to get means plus 2. Second number you have to get by adding 2. Even natural numbers or odd natural numbers means difference is 2. Now what the question says, sum of squares according to data what you are getting? The sum of squares of two consecutive even natural numbers. First is x, second is x plus 2 is equal to 244. The sum of squares of 2 consecutive even natural numbers is 244. Formed the equation. Now we solve it. X square, a plus b whole square is a square plus 2 2s are 4x plus 2 square plus comes here minus 244 equal to 0. Now see, x square plus x square, 2x square. Therefore we are getting 2x square plus 4x, no more x, so 4x plus 4 minus 244 minus 240 equal to 0. Now see 2 2's, 2 120's. 2 is a common factor. Dividing by 2. What we will get? X square plus 2x. Here 1 2, here 2 2's and 0. 1 2 0 equal to 0. Now we have to factorize 120. 1 into 120 minus 120. Difference is plus 2. It's very clear how much? 12 and 10. 12 minus 10. 12 minus 10, 2. Plus 2. So plus 12 minus 10. Product is minus 120 only. Sum is equal to plus 2. Therefore, we continue x square. This is now plus 12x minus 10x minus 120 equal to 0. Now we take x common factor out from here. Taking x common factor, we get x, remaining part x, plus 12 into x, x has come out. So remaining, we have only plus 12. Now this x coefficient from here, you take it out. Common factor minus 10, from these two minus 10 taken out. Remaining x plus 12 only. Check and see, minus 10 into x, yes. Minus into plus, minus. 10 into 12, 120. Plus into minus, minus into plus, minus 120. Now this x plus 12 common factor we take out. Therefore, x plus 12 common factor into this x here into minus 10. Therefore, product of two terms is 0. It means what? Either the first is 0 or the second is 0. If first one is 0, x plus 12 is 0, or the second one, x minus 10 equal to 0. Here x is equal to minus 12. Here x is equal to plus 10. But what is x? Even natural number. X is even natural number. Cannot be minus. Therefore, the required natural numbers, even natural numbers, are this 10 and 10 plus 2, 10 plus 2, 12. Therefore, required numbers are required even natural numbers 10 and 12. 10 and 12. It is another easy question only. Only thing you have to start like properly. Let the two consecutive even natural numbers be x and x plus 2. Then according to data, sum of squares of these two even natural numbers is this. Then you know, expand this. A plus b whole square. A plus b whole square is a square. This is the first term. Its expansion a square plus 2ab plus b square. A square plus 2ab plus b square. In that way we are getting this. Then grouping together, recognizing that 2 is common factor, dividing. Then we get an equation. Here middle term is 2x. Product is 1 into 1 minus 120. This we splitted. Middle term we split, factorize it, and we are getting two factors. Here we are getting minus 12, here we are getting plus 10. Then 10 and 10 plus 2, 12. Now we have question number 3 is an activity based question. You can try that, easy it is. Question number 4 is another easy question. Question number 5 also, meaning out of the first 10 questions, I do question number 1, 2, then all question bank questions, very important questions like question number 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I do all these questions. So you try question number 3, 4, 5. If you are not getting, you can ask me next day and I'll work out. You can write in that whichever questions you are not getting, put in that doubt column, WhatsApp number, then we solve the next day. Now we pass on to question number 6. Question number 6 says what? Mr. Kasam runs a small business of making earthen pots. Mr. Kasam is making earthen pots. Matka we are keeping water and all, you know, earthen pots he is making. He makes certain number of pots daily basis. He makes certain number of pots on daily basis. Production cost of each pot is rupees 40 more than 10 times total number of pots. You have to understand this part. Rupees 40 more than 10 times total number of pots. So total number of pots in one day. He makes in one day. In one day, how many pots he is making? Suppose it is X. Then 10 times of that, 10x. But 40 more. So 10x plus 40. That is the production cost of each pot. This is what you have to understand. Only this much you have to understand. Now, if production cost of all pots per day is rupees 600. Totally how many pots he is making? Cost of production of all those together is rupees 600. Then find the production cost of one pot and number of pots he makes per day. Means Kasam is making earthen pots. How many pots he is making in a day? We consider X. Let number of pots made in one day. Let it be X. We are assuming. Let number of pots he makes in one day be X. Therefore, according to data, what the data says, cost of production of one cost. We say production cost. Production cost of one pot. Production cost of each pot means one pot is rupees 40 more. 40 rupees more. Rupees 40 more than 10 times total number of pots he makes in one day. In one day he is making X, 10 times of that. Rupees 40 more than 10 times the number of pots he makes totally in a day plus 40 rupees is the cost of production of one pot. If production cost of all pots per day is 600, also production cost is what? In a day, cost of one pot into number of pots is equal to total cost. Total cost of production. Cost of production of one pot into number of pots. Suppose he is making 100 pots. 100 into cost of one is equal to total cost like. So we keep like this. Cost of production of one pot is here. Therefore, 10x plus 40. This is cost of production of one pot. Either number of pots. Number of pots in a day, X. Equal to total cost of production, that is given 600. So we make equal to this. Cost of production of one pot into number of pots is equal to total cost of production. We made the equation. Now it is easy. Now see X into 10x. 10x square plus 40 into x. 40x plus 600 comes to left hand side. Minus 600 equal to 0. Now see 10, 10, 10 common factor, divide by 10. Therefore this becomes x square. X square plus 4x. We divided by 10, So 1x square. 4 into 10, 10 cancel, 4 into x minus 10 we divided, so 60 equal to 0. Now 1 into 60 minus 60 product wise, addition wise it should be plus 4. Difference should be 4. It's very easy. 10 6 are 60. 10 6 are 60. 10 minus 6, 4. That is here plus 4. So greater number plus, smaller number minus. So here we are now x square, 4x becomes plus 10x minus 6x, and this minus 60 equal to 0. Here common factor is x. X comes out, so remaining x. Here 10 into x, x came out, plus 10. Here x coefficient minus 6 into this, x plus 10 equal to 0. Now x plus 10 common factor into this, x minus 6 equal to 0. So product of two terms 0 means either first is 0 or second is 0. Okay, if it is true, 1x will get negative minus 10. So now we continue there. Therefore x is equal to minus 10 cannot be taken, or x is equal to plus 6. This is okay. This we cannot take because minus 10, what is x? Number of pots in one day, means number of pots he made in one day. Therefore number of pots made in one day equal to 6. Now what are they asking? Cost of production of one pot, also production cost. Cost of one pot is how much? Here given, production cost of one pot equal to 10x plus 6, 40. 40 rupees more than 10 times number of pots he made in a day. That's a cost of production of one. So 10 into this 6. X is 6, So here it is 6 plus 40. 6 tens are 60 plus this 40. How much it is? 100. Therefore, cost of production of one pot, we conclude it. Production cost of one pot equal to how much? Rupees 100. And number of pots made in a day? Number of pots he made in one day is 6. This is question number 6. Here you have to understand this is an important part. This part of the question, there lies your intelligence. You have to patiently, carefully go through it. You will understand this. Fix the number of pots made in a day. Then cost of production 1 you got to get. Then this one. This is question number 6. Now we have question number 7, 8, 9, 10 and all important questions. We do one more question today. The other question, remaining questions we do tomorrow. We have to do slowly, then only you'll understand it. Now question number 7. Question number 7. What is the question number 7? Pratik takes, here it is. Pratik takes 8 hours to travel 36 kilometers downstream. In a river, he is rowing his boat. Pratik takes 8 hours to travel 36 kilometers downstream and return to the same spot. Means 36 kilometers he goes forward, downstream means along with water, and he is coming back to the same spot. That means again 36 kilometers is traveling back. Okay, that is the first part. For that he takes totally 8 hours. Speed of boat in still water. Still water means what? Water is not moving. Water is still, like in a pond, water is not moving, not like a river. In a pond, like water is not moving means still water. There the speed of boat is 12 kilometers per hour. In 1 hour, 12 kilometers. But he is traveling in a river. Water flows. Water is having some speed. That's here water current. We have to find out the speed of water current. Speed of water flow we have to find out. Now we have to find out. Normally river water flows with some speed and we have to travel in a boat. So our speed should be more. Speed of boat should be more than that of still water speed. So here we start. Let speed of boat, speed of water current equal to x kilometers per hour. Actually, you have to understand one thing here. I'll explain. Suppose river water flows in this way. River water flows. Same direction we are moving means downstream. What is that speed of water? Downstream speed of water current. Water current moving downwards this way with x kilometers per hour. Now speed of boat, that also in the same manner goes down, that is 12 kilometers per hour. So during downstream, therefore speed during downstream, how much it is? Both are helping, therefore it will be 12 plus x kilometers per hour. Very important, you have to understand this. All intelligent students easily understand this. You also, all of you understand easily. It's very easy. Speed during downstream. Therefore, upstream means going against, so this water flow will oppose the speed of boat. Boat wants to go like this, so water will flow in the opposite direction and reduce its speed. Still we have to go forward. So here, speed during upstream. What is it? 12 minus 6 kilometers per hour. Also from science we have to take this particular formula. What? Distance is equal to speed into time. Therefore time is equal to what? Let that be here. We say distance upon speed equal to time. Therefore in our present case, time is 8 hours means distance is 36 kilometers. Corresponding speeds we have to take. This and all you have to understand. This is from science. This is from our presence of mind. This part from science we have to take. Distance is equal to speed into time. From the time we are getting. So this is our background. Now we continue with the problem here only. Speed of water current x kilometers per hour. Therefore, speed of boat during downstream. We have, downstream it is 12 plus 6. Speed during upstream. How much it is? 12 minus x kilometers per hour. Therefore, time. According to data, what is data? Given information. From the given information, what we are getting? Distance 36 kilometers downstream. Distance upon speed. Speed is how much downstream? It is 12 plus 6. Look at kilometer upon kilometer per hour. Kilometer cancels. Denominator, hour goes to numerator. So it is hour only. Like this I show you. 36 kilometer upon. Here it is 12 plus 6. Then kilometer per hour. Only unit we consider now. kilometer. Divide means multiply with the reciprocal. Hour upon kilometer. Kilometer cancels. Hour only. So this is time in terms of hours only. Downstream time plus upstream also he is going back to the same spot. Same distance. 36 upon corresponding speed is 12 minus 6. Total time is 8 hours. So 8 hours we are getting. Now we have to simplify this. We take 36 common factor out from the numerator. Denominator, sorry, this one 1 by 12 plus x plus 1 by 12 minus x is equal to 8. Now we take this common denominator. 36 into different denominator, we have to take common denominator. 12 plus x into 12 minus x. Now with this we cross multiply here. 12 minus x, this plus 12 plus x equal to, this 8 is 2 into 4. Then this is 9 into 4. We can cancel next time. Minus x plus x cancels. This is 9 into 4 into 12 plus 12. This is plus 12 plus 12. 24 upon a plus b into a minus b is a square. 12 square 144 minus x square. 2 into 4. We cross multiply, simplify. Now see, 4 on both complete numerators cancelled. Here we have multiplication. Here 2 also can be cancelled, 1, and here 12. So 12 into 9, 108 equal to this 1 into cross multiplied part. 144 minus x square. Cross multiplied. We take into 1. 1 into the things cross multiplied. 1 into everything the same thing only, no? So minus x square comes here. Plus x square equal to this. 144 plus 108 goes there, minus 108. 100 minus 100 goes. 44 minus 8, 36 x square. Therefore x is what? Root of 36. How much it is? Plus or minus 6. What is x? Speed of water current. It should be positive. Speed is positive quantity, scalar quantity, you know. Therefore, speed of water current means what? In the river, that is 6 kilometers per hour. 6 kilometers per hour. But here is a tricky question, easy question. Some science part is there, some presence of mind is there, then this part, distance upon speed is time. Please practice this. In case you are getting doubts of the first question and any of here, we continue tomorrow. You can ask, and today we'll stop. All of you please try nicely.